Shalom, my name is Michael Decker, and I'm a lawyer within the law offices of Cohen Decker, Beck and Roche. Our office handles many immigration matters. We basically specialize in what's called heritage-based naturalization. So our clients basically that we represent are eligible for different various citizenships based on their descent. So if they're descendants, for example, of countries in Eastern Europe, be it Romania today, Hungary, Poland, all these countries are EU countries in one way or another, and their descendants, in many times, are eligible for citizenships of those countries. Our office also handles citizenship in Austria, for example, for descendants of Jews and other people groups who were basically persecuted by the Nazi regime, which took over Austria. And our office also, for example, represents many descendants of Sephardic Jews that today are eligible for citizenship in Portugal. Previous to Portugal, also Spain had a similar arrangement. Today, though, I wanted to focus specifically on a country that has expanded the circle of eligibility to many additional people, and that is Germany. So if we go back in time to 1933, in Germany there were 525,000 Jews living. We're dealing here with a very prosperous, very large and successful community in Germany, financially and culturally. Upon the rise of the Nazi regime in Germany, many of these Jews left, naturally. And before World War II began, in Germany there were only 290,000 Jews, and many of these Jews were severely persecuted during World War II. However, all the descendants of the Jews that basically lived in Germany since 1933, before the rise and after the rise of the Nazi Party to power, are eligible in one way or another to German citizenship. And today there are also many easements that were put in place, so it's easier for the descendants to obtain German nationality. For example, it used to only be through the paternal line, and today it's also through the maternal line. The language requirements aren't so severe, and you don't need to prove residency in Germany, and you don't need to renounce any other citizenship, as is almost always the case in German nationality laws. And if you have any questions or you think you might be eligible, you can feel free to contact us, and we'll be happy to schedule a Zoom meeting or a meeting in our office to hear your story and to see if we can help. We assist with obtaining evidence, proof, documents from Germany and from various countries that you are citizens of in order to collect documents for the naturalization process. And in any case, we're here at your service. If you have any questions, you can feel free to contact us. Thank you very much for your time.